All right, so this is going to be weaving with sticks. I worked on one this last weekend, and this is a finished example. I'm really happy with it. Turned out way cooler than I thought it was going to. So basically you want to find a stick that looks like a Y, the letter Y. And this is going to be your loom that you're going to use to weave on. So I'm going to start by doing my warp thread. The warp thread, if you guys have woven with me before, I'd start with 3rd grade usually. But my younger kids, I do this with paper. I've even done it this year with kindergarten. This just takes patience. But you're going to be wrapping it to make the strings to be able to weave through them. This is called the warp thread. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to wrap it around my stick, and I'm going to double knot it. This is going to be the string I chose for my warp. Okay, I'm going to wrap it around, and then I'm going to go up. And I'm going to wrap it. And then I'm going to come down, and I'm going to wrap it. And then I'm going to go up, and I'm going to, wrap it. And then I'm going to come down, and I'm going to wrap it. It's going to make kind of a zigzag pattern. Just wrap it around once. If you want to wrap it around twice, just make sure it really stays. That's fine. And I wrap it pretty tight, but I don't want to wrap it too tight, because if you wrap it too tight, you can break the stick. Depending on how flexible the stick is, how old the stick is. You know, it could be really dry. I have no idea. Okay. Now I really like the string that I'm using. So I'm going to go ahead and take it and wrap it kind of out to the end of my loom, because it changes color. This is a hemp string that a cording that one of my parents, Mrs. Ramirez, Nikki, got for me as a gift. It's coming in very handy. Okay. As I get closer to the end, I'm just going to take and cut. And then all I'm going to do is loosen it up just a little bit, push that through the loop, and just pull it, and it just anchors it. And then I have my warp thread that I'm going to weave on. Okay. And what I just did was I just wrapped it out to the end because I thought it was cute. All right. So I'm going to start with my weft. The weft thread is the weft thread that goes over and under, that goes across. So I'm going to start, when I pull off some thread to do weaving with, I usually pull off about 1 arm length, maybe 2, just depends on how long you want it to be. Really not an exact amount. All right, I'm going to also tie this one off the way I did the turquoise one. Need to cut that because it's in my way. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to tie it. And all weaving is over, under, over, under, over, under. I always tell the kids, think about like a dolphin jumping up and out of the water. And they go up out of the water and then down into the water and then up out of the water and then down into the water. And I think it just helps them kind of visualize what I'm talking about. So I'm going to take my string and I'm going to go under the water. And then I'm going to come back. So I've got, oops, pull that out. So I'm going to go under, like I just said. And then I'm going to come back up. And then I'm going to go over this second one, going over it. And then I'm going to go under the third string. And then I'm going to go over, and then under, and then over, and then under, and then over, and then under, over, under, over. And I'm going to pull it. All right, that's my first weave. Now I'm going to come back. I'm going to go the opposite, under, then over, then under, over, then under, and over, under, over, under, over, under, over. And then I'm going to pull it. Got my strings all over the place. All right. And I don't want to pull it too tight because I don't want to okay. Now, the next time I go up here, I want to keep this string from falling down. So I'm going to keep pushing it with my fingers down. All right. And I'm going to repeat these steps until I'm done. But I will go ahead and show you when you get to the point that you're ready for a new color, how to tie that one off to the next color, because that's a little bit tricky for some people. All right. And you just keep going until you get to your next color. Okay, so I've gotten to the point now where I've woven the lavender and I'm ready to move on to my next color. So all I do is I take my 2 strings and I make a knot with the 2 of them together. That's it. And then I cut it off. Start weaving again once I've got my yellow cut off and ready to go.